Welcome. So this class is less of a class setup and more of time for yourselves to feel the breath, the connections and the prayers in your body, whatever that is for you and whatever your prayer is today. So I might be, saying some of the prayers from our, from the morning Minyan prayer book. And if those relate to you, you can listen and connect to them. And if they don't relate to you, you can have other images in your mind. So this is your time to see what your body, what your breath, and what your heart is wishing to connect to. So it's less of a class setting and more of a moment for yourself. I'm going to offer you movements, songs, some that I'll sing, some that Spotify will help me with. And essentially you just want to really listen to your body. If I'm offering you movements that are not something you're in the mood for, then you don't have them. So then you don't have to do them. Sorry, I'm figuring out how to mute. Oh, now I know how to mute people too. Okay, so so I do ask that your cameras can be on or off, and if your microphones are off, it'll be easier to see. It'll stay with me as the speaker. So good morning, Deborah. I'm glad you made it. Good to see you. Oh, and more people are coming. Oh, this is so fun. Great. Good morning, Josephine. So starting out, you're just going to stand, come to a standing position on your mat and find the support of your feet into your lower legs, into your thigh bones, into your pelvis and your hips, the support of your ribs floating over the hips, the support of the bones of your clavicles, the top of your chest. So you can be moving with me or just standing and thinking. You're feeling the support of your arms, just letting go, let your arms just release. And sense the top of your head or your spirit just floating up. So you can reach your arms up or keep them by your side. And then slowly lower down and just putting either your hand on your heart and your ribs or your hand on your heart and your belly. You're just going to, we're going to breathe together for a minute and see if you can sense the dimension of breath. And you're asking yourself the questions of, how do I wish to connect myself to my prayers and to the greater sense of the universe in this next hour? So we're just going to breathe silently together for a minute and see how you feel in your body and in your spirit. Here we go. So hopefully you were able to feel your breath and have that moment, that sense of really connecting a little more deeply into yourself. And now we're going to, let's see if I can get my music going. Oh, interesting. I can't get my music today. So I'm going to talk to my IT person in a moment. So I'm going to see if they can bring the music in, and if not, we will do this without music today. Can you figure out how to make Spotify on? You can bring it back in if you get it. So just starting out, my 10-year-old IT assistant is going to try to figure out how to make the music work. And in the meanwhile, just start connecting to your scapula and your breath. So you're moving the shoulders. You got it? Is it on? Yeah. Oh, thank you. Is it playing?
No, you have to click one.
I couldn't get the sound. Oh, there we go. She fixed it. The brilliance of my IT consultant. So, so just feeling again your breath. So starting with your breath, and you're just warming up into your scapula, into the shoulder joints and the pelvis. So this is about God breathing into your body. So feeling the breath as you move, and whatever your image of God is, however you perceive your connection from the universe, from your spirit into your breath. And then circle the other way. If it feels good, you can reach your arms at the same time. And then thinking about the center. So moving your torso. And again, you're moving your heart. You're moving your breath. You're moving your spine. And then the other direction. So when you move your body in a circular motion, you're bringing in nutrients into your spine, into the discs, and into your bones, into the joints. And then you're going to reach one arm up and the other side. So just thinking about your side body breathing. Think about the center of your spine moving as you bend side to side. So lateral flexion in the spine, moving side to side in the spine, compresses the discs in a way that keeps us more flexible and more supported inside. And then we're going to move our spine forward. So rounding your back, scooping under. This is for flexion and extension. And it's up to you. You can round if you want to go all the way down and all the way up. So moving from your comfort level and stretching back and reaching up. Feel that lift, lengthening through the top of the head, and lower the arms. And then you're just going to imagine looseness in the hip socket as you lift one leg. Think about the inner thigh line and the big toe lifting the leg. I'm perfect the way I am and a little broken too. And I will live each day as a gift I give to you. And now just come taking your hand So now we're bringing a little twist into the spine, nourishing the inner organs. Bring, try opposite hand to opposite knee. That's it. Yep. And so you can either do your hand to your knee, or you can try elbow to knee. See what feels better and choose what feels really nourishing to your body, nourishing to your spirit. Keep sensing your breath. And then you're gonna send the leg back behind you. So now you're working hamstrings, glute muscles, you're stretching the thigh. Keep your spine lifting. And you can pull back, opening your upper back muscles. So you're working upper back. You're nourishing your shoulders. And you're activating hamstrings and glutes. And then just come back to standing, just sense the ground again. And then taking your feet wide apart, you're gonna bend your knees, lift your heels, straighten the legs, and lower. Bend the knees, lift the heels, straighten the legs, and lower. Now adding the arms, bending the knees, lifting the heels, straightening the legs, and lower. One more time this way, bending the knees, lifting the heels and the arms, straightening the legs, and lower. Now reverse it. Lift the heels with straight legs, bend your knees, lower the heels, and straighten the legs. And again, lift, bend the knees, lower the heels, and straighten. And then just bringing the leg forward and back. So it's up to you. You can either, you can swing or just tap the leg forward and tap the leg back. And you can bring opposite arm forward from opposite leg, or you can hold a wall. Do this holding a wall. So you're thinking of a swinging. So think of it coming from the center rather than coming from the outside of the arm. Think of the back of the scapula going back rather than the arm going forward. And then shifting to the other leg, forward and back. So again, you're looking for your center. Where's your center? So it's really the arms. This is actually walking practice. So practice for walking, sensing your scapula, moving back, sensing your breath, and then just come to standing. So hopefully you all feel warmed up. And we're going to come to the prayer, Moda Ani. So feeling the ground beneath you, feeling your breath. I am grateful to you, Adonai, for restoring my soul to me in your great compassion. Your gift of life is far beyond human measure. So if you know the Hebrew and you want to sing the Hebrew Moda Ani, you can sing it with me, but we're thinking about our gift of life in this moment, whatever it is to you. That's the prayer. So how do you feel that in your body? So these are the moves I have choreographed. You can do those with me or something that you wish for. So starting out, you're going to inhale, lifting up. I'm going to show you the moves and then we'll say the prayer. You're going to interlace your hands behind your back, opening your heart, feeling your back muscles. You're going to bend forward, let your knees release. Your arms can come overhead or stay at your back. And then you let your hands come to the ground or wherever they go. And then you roll back up. And we'll do all those moves with the prayer. Here we go. Moda ani lefanecha, Melech Chai v'Kayam, Shehechazarta b'nishmati b'chemla, Rabba emunatecha, Moda ani lefanecha, Melech Chai v'Kayam, Shehechazarta b'nishmati b'chemla, Rabba emunatecha. So just feeling, again, that sense of gratitude for your life in this moment, however that feels. And then we're going to come to Birkot HaShachar, further finding other ways of feeling gratitude and feeling connection. So starting out, I'm going to go over the postures with you. If you don't like these postures, or if you want to do them in a different way that feels good to you, that's what's most important. It's not doing what I do, it's feeling what you feel. So you're going to turn in a safe way and comfy way. So you're going to turn your right foot out. The first posture is Trikonasana. Your right foot turns out, your left foot turns in, and you're going to tilt your pelvis. So feel your hip kind of pressing out a bit. And then you're just going to do that, again, that lateral stretch of the spine, reaching sideways for the spine. Your hand can stay on your hip here, or you can reach that arm up. And just feeling your breath, sense the occiput, sense the back of your head in relationship to your upper back, and sense this connection to your center. And then you're going to come up from there, and we're coming into Virabhadrasana, the warrior. So you're just feeling, again, you want to stay pretty even through the pelvis. One leg is bent, the other leg is straight. Your arms are out to the side comfortably. And then you're going to bend over into a side bend. Your elbow can come on your knee or your hand. And just notice you're lengthening this side body, lengthening your breath. And you're going to keep the legs where they are. And now you're going to lengthen the legs on the other side. Create more space for breath. So your arm reaches the other direction. You stay in that warrior on that side, or you do what your body wants to do. And then you come back up and we shift to the other side. So your left foot turns out, your right foot turns in. So in Trikonasana, the legs are straight-ish. If you need to bend them, you do. You're tipping the pelvis, tip your tailbone, and you're reaching over. You can have your hand on your hip or in the air. Keep sensing the occiput, the back of the head, in relation to your sacrum, which is your bottom, the bottom inside your pelvis. So sensing the whole long line of your spine. And then coming up from there, bending into that knee, let your shoulders stay connected. So try not to lift them when you lift your arms, keep your shoulders dropping. And then you're going to lean over to the one side. Feel that side body lengthening. Creating more space to feel your breath. Creating more space to feel more calm inside. And then coming back up, the knee stays bent and you just lengthen the torso in the other direction. And again, feeling that opening, feeling your breath. And then coming back to center. Next, you're going to bend towards the ground. If you need to bend your knees to touch the ground, you can do that. You can also have a stool or a bench, and you just put your hands on the bench. That's another option. So again, choose what kind of forward folding feels right. Sensing your breath. Now you're creating length in the backs of the legs, length down your back, the back body. You're going to bend your knees. Inhale, lift up and reach your arms up. So you're reaching hands to each side, lengthening through your legs, feeling that, again, more openness through your torso. Feeling uplifted and reaching as you feel the ground. So rooted and reaching at the same time. And then you're going to bend your knees. And this is one of my favorite lines. The earth stretches out over the waters. Make sure your knees are comfy and you're hinging back from your tailbone. You're reaching through your arms. And again, if you think of the earth stretching out over the water, so our bodies are anywhere, it's a little drier today, but it's between 60 and 80% water. And so you really want fluid in those muscles, in the soft tissue, and the bones just float. So sensing the floating of your bones inside. And then lifting up, lifting your torso. Feel again comfiness in the backs of the knees. Feel that center lifting and coming to straighten. So now we're going to do some balances. We're going to go do this whole thing again with a prayer, but we're just practicing the movements to start. So if you need a wall for tree, for a balance, come to a wall. If you're good in the middle of the room, you can just be where you are. So you're coming into any version of tree that feels comfy for you. Your tree can be on the ground. You can have one foot just connecting to your ankle. Your tree can be below your knee, or your tree can be above your knee into the groin area. You never want this foot to touch the knee directly. You don't want to put pressure laterally on the knee socket, on that beautiful joint. You want to keep it inward. So, so your choice, sensing here, you can reach the arms up. Any version of tree that feels good to you. And then we'll do the same on the other side. So again, sense the side, see what your torso wants to do. So you can, if you feel like your torso is tipping, you can hold on to keep yourself upright. Coming into any version of tree that is your nourishing tree. So it should feel comfy. It should not feel strained. If you're straining, it's not yoga. So yoga is the union of your body, mind, and breath. So if you feel a strain, you want to back it up and go to where you feel comfy. And then your body will keep building on itself. So now we're going to come to the dancer. So again, it's your choice. Your leg can just be on the ground if that feels best. You can hold on to a wall, or you can take that foot with your hand. And again, keep sensing your breath. Make sure you're comfy. Make sure you feel that connection to yourself. As you take the knee, and then we're going to switch to the other side. Try thinking about the knee from behind the knee. So I think a lot of us, when we think of knee, we just think of patella on the top, but there's a lot of knee, nice, beautiful soft tissue and ligaments in the back of the knee. So see if you can activate the back of the knee a little more and see if that changes your experience of your knee as you fold, as you lengthen, and then lowering down. And the last asana, the last posture, is coming into Utkatasana. So if you know that, you're bending into the knees, you're sending your bottom behind you and lifting the arms up. Again, sense the occiput, sense the back of the head. Make sure your head isn't moving forward. Make sure your head is floating, feeling that support, lifting up. As you lengthen, feeling your breath. Feel your heels, check in to make sure you're living fully in your feet. And then lower down. So we're going to do the whole, all those postures again, starting from Trikonasana on the right side. And we're going to connect them to the prayers of Birkot HaShachar. Again, I think these prayers have beautiful moments. If they work for you, that's perfect. If it doesn't work for you, feel free to even put some other music on or something else that feels right for your prayer for you today in this moment. So coming into Trikonasana to start. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan l'chsek binah l'chayven ben yom u'ben laila. I thankfully acknowledge you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe. You have given me understanding to see differences clearly as between day and night. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asani b'tzamo. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. You have made me in your image with unlimited potential. Amen. And reaching back. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asani b'chorim. I thankfully acknowledge you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe. You have made me to be free with the ability to choose. Amen. And shifting sides. Trikonasana on the other side. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asani Yisrael. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. You have made me a Jew with an enriching heritage. Amen. And coming up, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam pokeach ivrim. I thankfully acknowledge you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe. You open the eyes of the blind, providing sight and insight. Amen. And reaching back. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam malbish haramim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. You clothe the naked, providing shelter and boundaries. Amen. And stretching forward. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam matir asurim. I thankfully acknowledge you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe. You liberate the bound, releasing us from our shackles. And stretching up. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam zokef kefufim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. You straighten the bent, removing whatever pushes us down. Amen. And reaching forward. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam roka haaretz al hamayim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. You stretch the earth out over the waters. So feeling the waters of your body as you lift up and reach. Your knees can stay bent if they feel right. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asani litzol korki. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. You provide me with skills and tools, enabling me to meet all of my needs. Amen. And coming to the Trikonasana of your choice, wherever your tree feels like today. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher chachem etzadei gaver. I thankfully acknowledge you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, helping me walk on my intended path. So feeling your path inside your body, feeling your center, feeling the ground beneath you. And we say Amen. And shifting to the other side. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam otzer Yisrael b'gvura. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. You gird me with courage and strength, enabling me to meet all my obstacles. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Oter Yisrael b'tifara. I thankfully acknowledge you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe. You crown me with dignity and glory, balancing strength with beauty. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hanoten la'ech yakoah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. You strengthen the weary, staying with us even when we are exhausted. Amen. And reaching up, Utkatasana, fierce posture, or the chair. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Hamavir she'ena me'enai ufnuma me'pai. I thankfully acknowledge you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe. You remove sleep from my eyes and confusion from my mind. Just feeling that sense, I thankfully acknowledge you, Adonai, our God, for the many gifts you provide. So as you come back to standing and release, just having a sense of any gift you can think of in this moment that you have, even if it's just we can stand up together and feel ourselves, feel our bodies, feel our breath, whatever gifts you can feel as we continue our moving together. So now the amazing Neshama Karlbach will help us move with the next section. And you can just follow along with the movements. So starting, just taking your right foot forward, left foot back, and just feeling a lift and reaching back and then switch. So you're just moving leg forward and back as you circle the arms. Feeling your heart opening as you root into the ground. One more. And now taking your feet wide apart. And now you're moving side to side. So from warrior on one side, warrior on the other. God, I am yours. So if the image of God doesn't work for you, you can feel that connection to the universe, connection to each other. As you move your arms, you're moving your lymph system. So you're building your immune system. So just, you can feel that. Sometimes you can really feel it from, if you think from the armpit and out, you're really getting a lot of opening, a lot of healing traveling is happening. And now we're coming into a diagonal. So one arm forward, one arm back. Sense from the center of your torso. And again, you're wringing out your center, moving energy and all that. You're like squishing into the organs in a really nurturing way. So sensing the middle of your body, feeling the upper back. As you reach back, as you reach forward, focus on reaching back. So make sure you're moving in all the dimensions of yourself. Think of the back of yourself as you move. And then coming back, lifting the legs again. And then you're going to swing out to the side and back. Swing out to the side and swinging back. So think about freeing up in the hip flexor. You're working in the base of the pelvis. You can add arm motions. So whatever connection to, again, the ground and the spirit, that's what you're looking for. And then take that forward fold again. Feel your back body breathing. And think about the vertebra stacking on top of each other. Sense a stacking and a lifting through your center and just circling the shoulders. And circle the other direction. As you circle back, remember you're circling energy into the back of your heart. And then reaching, so one arm reaches up, the other arm reaches down, and shift. And you can do little bounces, reaching up, reaching down, little bounces. And then both arms up. See if you can create more space in your spine as you lift. And open. And then just bringing your leg across. And bringing your leg back. And if your legs don't get these movements during the day often, give them more variation of movements just for fun. Again, to awaken different parts of yourself on a cellular level. And then just coming back to center, feel the ground, feel your breath. And now we're going to bring our hearts and our thoughts to Jerusalem and to any sense, if you have people in Israel, feeling those people, if it's your connection, just sensing what that is for you. So your right foot comes forward. It could be connection to your history, to the Torah, to a place of safety for Jewish people around the world. So your right foot is forward, your left leg is back, and you're going to reach your arms up, feeling your breath. And exhale, reach the arms back, folding forward. And inhale, lifting up. And exhale back. Lifting. One more time, inhale up. And then switching to the other side. Left foot forward, right leg back. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale, lift. One more time, inhale. Exhale, fold. Back up. Taking your leg to the side and just playing with balance. You can keep the leg there. See if you want to lift that lateral balance. Feeling your breath. And lower down. Other side. Left leg out. So you can stay here. You can hold onto a wall or a desk. Or just play with that balance. The lateral line. So sensing the ribs, supporting the hip. Reaching inside and out. And coming back to center. Taking a forward bend again. Feel your spine. As you roll up, interlacing your hands again behind your back. And just feel that lift. Feel your heart opening. as you sense your root, sensing your feet. And opening and just side bending again, leaning from side to side. So you're working your core as you release and nourish the joints and the shoulders. And inhale, lift up, feel the upper back, and exhale, bend. So you can keep this move just to your shoulders, just working up and down, or you can go all the way forward, take a full fold and a full lift up. So choose what feels best for you. One more time. You can hold the folds, lifting up, and just coming to a balance, lifting your heels, finding that center line as you slowly lower the arms. Feel your breath, working that balance up on the metatarsals, the balls of the feet, sensing to the back of your head, feeling the reach through your arms, and lower down. And now we're going to come down to the ground onto your mat. So coming onto your hands and knees, if that's fine for you. And again, just sensing the ground, sensing your breath. And you're just going to round your back and release. So moving into cat stretch any way that feels good for you. Feeling the upper back. Feeling your ribs moving. And then taking your left leg back and your right arm forward. So just coming into a balance here of feeling the armpits of both sides. Feeling your hamstrings working. Feeling your breath. And shifting to the other side, lifting that right leg. Keep gliding your scapula back, glide the shoulder blades back, and sensing the back of your head. And lower down. Just come into child's pose, any version of child's pose that feels good for you. And walking your hands over to one side, feeling your side body lengthening. And walking your hands to the other side. And coming back onto your backs. So coming onto your back, and you're just going to come up into a gentle bridge, really sensing the back of your head, sensing your shoulders, and lifting up, feeling the connection of the back, upper back, and then lifting your left leg up, feeling that length. If it doesn't feel good, you can keep your leg on the ground. And then shifting to the other leg. Keep lifting up. And slowly lower down. Just hugging your knees into your chest and rocking side to side. And then lifting your left leg up, and you're just going to flex and point your foot. And circle the ankle, just bringing in energy into your feet. And circle the other direction. And then shifting to the other leg, flex and point. And circle the ankle. And then circle the other direction. And then bringing the knees into your chest. And so if your back is tired, hold your knees here as you circle. If your back feels fine, you can keep your knees bent and your shoulders on the ground. And again, you're just working in the abdominal area very gently, bringing in energy and breath. And then circling the other direction. Keep feeling the back muscles. Connect to the front, gently, gently. And then just rocking your knees side to side. You can keep your knees in the air. If your back is tired, put your feet on the ground. And just rocking one knee in, one knee out. So again, just finding the prayer inside your body. So finding gratitude for your movement. And whatever seeking you feel at this time, whatever wishes you have or hopes, see if you can find them in the body, sensing your body, connecting to your heart. Keep circling. And then just take a long stretch along the ground. So you're reaching your arms overhead, reaching your legs on the ground. See if you can get longer, creating more space, more breath. And then you can let your hands come by your side and take any twist that feels good. You can just rock your knees to one side. If it feels better, you can take this top leg across. That's a little deeper. And keep sensing your breath. And then slowly shifting to the other side. Either your knees stay bent or you can straighten that top leg. Keep sensing your breath. Keep finding more comfort inside. And slowly coming back onto your back. You can hug your knees in one more time. And just do any back nourishment that your body is asking for. Yeah, you can come into happy baby. Any movement that feels good for you. And then coming into a comfortable Shavasana position. So you can lie on your back with your legs up on the wall or on the ground. You can put a pillow beneath your legs. And so as Debbie Friedman sings Amisha Berach, think about whatever healing you need inside, whatever healing you want to offer to the people you love, whatever feeling you want to offer to the larger world, whatever healing is in your heart. And just coming onto your backs.
before us. Help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us sing. Amen. We share it off, we bless those in need of healing with refreshing, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, may the source of strength bless the ones before us. Help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Bless those in need of healing with washing, renewal of body, renewal of spirit, and let us say,
So slowly rolling onto one side or easing your way back to seated or standing, wherever you want to be. And just finding 3 things from this hour that we just had together that that you can come back to in your day. Any sense of gratitude, connection to yourself, connection to your breath, so you can feel this closeness and coziness inside yourself through the rest of the day and always. So thank you all so much. I'm so glad you're here. And please come back another time. And it was wonderful to see you. Wishing you a nourishing, healing, safe New Year to everyone.